Hello everyone. Today we are going to do composition writing. So anywhere you go, your compositions are a must. A composition is of various types. It can be an essay, it can be a poem, it can be a simple descriptive writing or anything. So let us understand how do we write it. Let us first compare it with the play. So when you go to the theatre to see a play, what do you see? You sit down on your seats and then you wait for the play to start. But as it starts, you wait for the introduction of the play, you wait for the introduction of the characters, the plot. And if it interests you, then you sit for it and then you go forward and watch it. Otherwise, you resist watching it, you get bored, you leave it midway. So think of your composition like a play in a theatre. So in the very first paragraph, it would be the introduction, and say you have to divide your composition into paragraphs. So the first paragraph would be for introduction, the second for the body, and the third for the conclusion. Both introduction and conclusion should be given a weightage of 25%, while a body should ideally be given a weightage of 50%. Starting with the introduction, see it as the setting of the play as it begins. So firstly, a phrase, statement or question. What do we mean by that? You need to intrigue the reader. You need to intrigue the interest of the reader. Okay, so that's why you begin with a phrase that might catch the eye of the reader, or a statement, a fact, something that would really bewilder the reader, or a question that will make the reader think. Next, we set the stage. How do we do that? We revolve around the plot, and then finally we come to the plot. We tell them, okay, this is the problem, or okay, this is the topic that I am going to describe further. Next, we use a transitive sentence. What is a transitive sentence? Something that would help the reader connect the body with the introduction. So slowly you take your paragraph into transition mode where it starts building up with the body. Next comes our body. A body is a very integral part of the composition, because that is where the real component, the real all the elaboration and the expansion lies. The real content lies here. So firstly, a body is consisting of three components: elaboration, illustration and argumentation. Firstly, we start with elaboration. What is elaboration? Again, we'll take the play analogy. So when we think of a play, the introduction is done. Now they elaborate the play. Now they show all the characters and they show all the plot and they show what is actually happening. They show each and every sequence in elaboration. They discuss it, they expand it, and that is what you have to do. You have to show both the pros and cons of your study. You have to show what is good, what is not, and you have to study the entire material. Next, illustrations. Okay, so whenever you read something, it is very important that you create an image in the mind of your reader. The reader should imagine whatever you are writing. It should go on inside his head. And how do you do that? You do that by illustrations. So illustrations are basically descriptive writings. So you clarify points and you create an image in the mind of the reader. Next, argumentation, justifications, rationals. Whatever facts you have given, whatever opinions you have given, you have to justify them. You have to make sure that they are on the basis of some logical thinking. Next, according to these rationals that you have drawn, you have to draw an inference out of them. That what do you conclude? Okay, and I would say save the best argument for the end. Why? Because when your marker reads the paper, if he finds the best argument at the end, it really creates an impact. So leave the best argument for the end. Next, we come to the conclusion. The conclusion is basically the summarizing of what all has already been mentioned in the previous composition. So again, think of a play. All the play has been done. You're waiting for the climax scene. Think, if that is not good enough, if that does not resonate with the rest of the play, would you like the play? I don't think so. And if it is brilliant, then even if the rest of the body of the play is okay, it's good, then you would feel as if the play you have just seen was brilliant, because how you end it creates the impact. So firstly, you write a final appeal, an all-encompassing statement. It would be similar to the inference that you have drawn in the body, and it would encompass all these points that you have discussed and all the inferences that you have drawn, but make it brief. So final appeal. Next, leave the reader with a thought. So after the reader has read your composition, how do you know that your writing has worked its magic? You will understand when you leave the reader with a thought, when the reader is left thinking about it, when the reader is provoked to reflect upon it, act upon it, or appreciate it. So that is very important in the conclusion lines. So that is how you write a composition, and that is how you will be able to score marks if you follow these